Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 179 from Places Unknown. Well, one known, one blurry.
It asked me if I wanted to do a virtual background, and I'm like, why would I want to do that?
I do, because Kirsten hates it when I film in different areas of the house, so I blurred it. So, and I got Dad Uber driver for band camp, so this was the best spot to film. So.
No worries at all. So, as you guys know, I had said I had booked a trip to Disney thinking our game would be on Friday. We all know it wasn't on Friday, it was on Sunday. So, I got to watch it, a different perspective for a home game for me to watch it from afar. So, I know Ryan was getting phone calls from me, other people were getting phone calls from me, but hey, behind the scenes is behind the scenes. When you're behind the scenes and you can't do anything about it, it's not that great. But anyway, here we are. So
Yep.
yes, I'm at Disney. That is the swan behind me. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that, but staying at the beautiful boardwalk if anybody's interested. So that's where we are this time. Yeah. So we have a lot to unpack, and we're going to get this out again right away, just because there's stuff on here that we need to get to you guys right away, especially those that use this as their platform for the next game. But social media is always the place to go. We need to preempt with that, right, Ryan? That's where the most up-to-date information will be.
Yes.
But let's talk about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday, Ryan?
Well, I got really excited about you being in Disney, and I forgot to thank Edge, even though I don't know if he'll edit this. It might be Ben.
No, but we should still thank them because they've supported us all
Cousins
season.
and Creative Edge, thank you for an incredible regular season and all the work you do for at home games. Pretty sure the promo code's active, but let's get on with the show.
GBB fries, in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah, heck of a crowd, heck of an outcome, and yeah, pretty insane. So
heck of a game. I mean, it started out as this could be interesting, and by third quarter, it was more than just interesting. The defense played lights out, fantastic. Offense was doing their part as well. Everybody came together. Like most teams in postseason, you get banged up. You get banged up even more during the playoffs. People have a lot on the line. There were some cheap shots that were made during the game, but all in all, we came away unscathed, if you will, with drastic penalties and or fights or what have you breaking out. So thank you to the guys on both sides of the ball. I know we had ownership for Tulsa in-house, and they enjoyed the crowd and the antics and all of that good stuff. So Tulsa is out of the playoffs now, and it's us in Quad Cities. So final score of the game.
Those guys, and they're awesome, and that's a lot. Unless it's you telling me to slow down for me to slow down, and I understand that's my fault, but like they're really good people. I have a lot of respect for them. I got to hang out with the guys from Fan Cave as well. Some really exciting stuff there, but the Tulsa guys get it. It was a really good conversation. So, and again, they were extremely grateful. They wish the outcome would be different, but we need more humans like that, and like you and Larry. It was really cool, really good people, and I actually really enjoyed that conversation. So they, like everybody else on the planet, think it should snow every game. So may have to work on it, but it looked incredible again. I can't even count the number of times I get asked now. Like, it's like the Buccaneers firing the Pirates cannon. It should snow. And then at D2s, kudos to Corey and the guys who pulled the entire intern team and front office aside and thanked them for the season at home. But also literally followed up with the snow can't go away. I'm like, that's a lot easier said than done. But the Tulsa guys had incredible feedback on that as well. It's us. So
yeah, well, I already had hey, if we go to Tucson, can we make it snow there? And I went, that's a home thing.
I'm sure, and it's never about Larry and Kathy cutting a check. I'm sure Jason would fly. So
oh, no doubt. And he'd take the machines in tow, even if it was just on one end zone. Right?
He's always game for climbing up in someone else's catwalk and doing something stupid. So
as much as we would love to do that, I don't think that's possible. But I will say, if we would go to Tucson, the thought is that because we have these modular fields, your end zone with your team name on it would actually go to Tucson. So it'd be really cool to have us transport that rather than have them painted on a field and then have it destroyed, what have you, or
Yeah, and
painted
that
over.
won't surprise PMI if they're watching this. I literally, when the game wrapped, I brought that to Matt's attention. I said, when you take this apart, just please keep track of one. It doesn't matter which end zone because you just rotate
Yeah,
it. Just keep track of where an end zone's stacked because there may be a conversation here pretty quick. So,
right, right.
yeah.
I mean, that's the hope, right? I mean, that's the hope is that we are shipping an end zone because then that means we're in the championship game. Um, so we're going to Quad Cities. I guess let's unpack that. Unless you have more on the game itself.
No, I know because our interns, and actually really cool conversation with some interns' parents who was their last home game and maybe last game with us. Those of you who watch this, what we do is not possible. There are, call it 5 of us who are paid by the Blizzard and 2 of us who own the Blizzard. Not me, her. Uh, pretty incredible that what we do in that environment is done by a lot of unpaid kids who have a passion for this. So for those of you watching, thank you for a ridiculous year of entertaining our crowds. Outside of 9 seconds of play against Arizona, we would have been 9-0 at home, which when you can win half your season on the home because of the environment you create is absolutely asinine. And I accredit that to both the creative freedom that you and LT give us and you being involved in it and all those people who bust their butt for us. So way too long winded. Thank you.
You even use the word asinine.
I did.
Oh.
Followed up by butt. So think I cursed.
Yes, our interns do so much and we cannot do anything really. Game day doesn't happen without the interns. That's just all there is to it. They do a lot of other things other than game day. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot that write. We have a lot that do design, marketing. You know, they're truly. If we want to talk about a behind the scenes group, they are the behind the scenes group.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to have a group that is as engaged as they were this year. I mean, they were really all in. It'd be cool if they head to Quad Cities and
they
just
are
sit back.
working on it actually.
Okay.
That dialogue unfolded. I also want to again without we're grateful for you and like everybody knows I live in movies and one of the coolest quotes from Remember Titans is attitude reflects leadership. And ironically, it's just one of the strong side defensive guys doesn't want to play for the team as the race battle's going on. And he had just said attitude reflects leadership, and that's why he's not choosing to play. And I think everything we do here, attitude reflects leadership. And because of the way the top leads, we have a lot of really incredible humans that do this for us. So
Thanks, Ryan. But you're at the top too, you know. Just so
yeah,
you know.
my attitude's kind of poo sometimes.
We do have to redirect every once in a while, but that's due to stress, not
sure.
Not who you are, right?
The labor of love.
Yes, yes. So sometimes it gets a little crazy. But so let's talk about Quad Cities. Let's talk. They won their game against Jacksonville with quite the margin. We won our game with quite the margin. And then there was the Vegas game, which got really, really close.
I actually watched more of the Vegas game than I watched of our game.
Did you?
Jeez. Yes. Yep.
And I sent something to Mike, and he sent me this really weird comment back. So he was clearly still fired up about the game. But, there was the questionable, was there pass interference when Bay Area was going up for a possible touchdown and there was no flag thrown.
I'd actually love to ask him too. So he's up. He's up by 5 when I tuned in the game and on the goal line and doesn't kick to make it up by 8. Tries to put it away. And I get it because I've seen Corey do it. But I'd love, and I think I asked Kevin Guy the same question, like, why not go up by 8 at that point? And I understand the deuce changes the game, but like that turns it over on the goal line and gives Bay Area a chance to play
a
football still.
chance.
Yep. Yep.
And there wasn't a lot of time left on the clock. Now, granted, we know that a minute can become forever.
Yep.
But you got to weigh out your timeouts. You got to weigh everything else out at the end there. And, had they called interference, they just would have moved down the field and they would have tried it again. But Vegas showed up, and, I'm going to say it here because Todd predicted it. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it. But Todd gave me a prediction about 6 weeks ago as to who he thought would be in the championship. I'm not going to say it today.
Cool.
I'll say it next week. But everything is falling into place for what Todd was thinking. And I just find it very, very ironic. But we'll see. We'll see what Arizona does tonight. Tonight, because they play tonight, Monday.
Yep.
And then that decides, who it's down to. And then both East and West championships will happen next weekend. And then the championship game will have a break for 1 week. And then it's the championship game in Tucson, Arizona.
And we'll unpack the Quad Cities thing. I just got so many people asking if I'm going, and they subbed me out at church so I could go. Because you're my best friend. If you tell me I have to, I'm so freaking nervous, Kat. I'm just being real on this show. So I want you guys to win. You deserve to win.
Right,
people will throw
isn't
up in your mouth what you've done to keep this thing around, and I don't want to be there if it goes the other way again.
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit, because there is that fear, football and superstition, which you and I mean, you're sounding like you have it, but that's not a part of who we are.
I remember what it felt like. It's not superstition. I just remember what it felt like. And also, to a fault, I'm a control freak. I can't help anything that's about to happen, and that feels real yucky. Like when we talked about that home field advantage, I hugged all the players and said it's now yours last night, because I got nothing besides being a normal fan if we go.
Yeah. And, I'm going to leave that up to you, because, yes, I'll be in Quad Cities because the hope is that we're being presented a championship trophy. I'd love for you to be there to share that with us, but
Kirsten and Nora want to go, so now I'm getting pulled by my other family and my Blizzard family. So
yeah, and it's one of those things where it'd be really cool to walk away with a win, but there's a whole game that has to be played. And you're right, it's not a foregone conclusion by any means. Quad Cities, obviously, they won that game. They showed up, and if we go back to last year, we had a smoking first playoff game.
Yep.
And then we played the second one. We played the second one, which was against Massachusetts, and it felt totally different last year.
And I couldn't be more happy. You want it to be us, right? But we've shared on the show what we think of Doug and Destiny. I could not be more happy for what the outcome's about to be. And they both text me after we won, and that's just the type of human they are. So it is great for the East. You want it to be us, but it is great for the East.
Well, and we've said it time and time again, yes, they're a great organization. It's like we're the brother and sister organizations in the East. And either one of us going, of course, I'd be sad that it's not us, but I'd also be happy for them that it's them that's going, and way to represent the East. So, really the outcome, we'll see what happens on Saturday night. The game is at 7:05. If you are in the Green Bay area, in the Milwaukee area, please come to the game in Quad Cities. It's a 3-hour drive from Milwaukee, so it's about 4.5 from the Green Bay area. I myself am going to the State Fair on Friday, so I'm heading down Friday. Saturday, the rest of the crew is coming down in the morning. We have had fans ask us, and it's just because we weren't sure if we were going to have a home game, we didn't do anything with kind of a travel bus. So had we time to know that we'd be traveling, we would have put a bus and some kind of package deal together. We just didn't have that kind of time. So I have asked Destiny to kind of block off some tickets around the bench so that people that are calling for tickets, if you're calling for tickets, say you're coming from Green Bay, Ryan's going to work with Destiny to hopefully come up with a link that we'll share on social media, that if you need tickets, you're just going to click on that link, and that would be the plan. But that's all to come. So just pay attention to social media. We're going to release Blizzness early so that you get a chance to hear what we have to say. And then again, follow social media, because that's really where everything's going to be.
Kathy and I shared it on here before too, and because this will be people's source this weekend, social media. We apologize and no harm on our corporate partners. Like, we can't host a view party, guys. There's a Packer preseason game, and it's not just about people that are busy around Lambeau Field. It's about people giving up a TV when a Packer preseason's game on. So either you're coming to Quad Cities or you're activating the IFL playoff package. It's just not, we can't ask that of any of our partners to tick off a Packer crowd who are there to watch the game and the Packers' first preseason game. That's just the reality as the season creeps later. So,
well, and it's something that I've voiced very strongly, not only in our league meetings, but on this show. We cannot go up against the NFL. And in Green Bay, we're literally across the street. So we cannot
proactively working for a view party for what would be Tucson, also a Packer preseason game, but we're working on it. So,
yeah. So it's just one of those things where maybe you got to rent a room somewhere. But again, those rooms are being rented for Packer things. So it stinks that we have to go this late. I mean, obviously, we would rather have it be done in July, be over with in July, rather than going into August and so late in August, because we're already into regular season by that time. And it's just, it stinks. But anywho, I shouldn't say regular season.
What info you need on this, and please stay tuned as I wrap here. And again, Kathy and Sherrod, I've already been working on next season for game balls and stuff. So once I clear a couple meetings today, because you'll probably watch this live, Blizzard Nation, I will get on the horn with Destiny and we'll get some sort of info out, even outside of this episode too. So
yeah, and it'll be a battle of the Corys again. So Corey squared.
The Corey
one
Bowl.
With an E. Yeah.
The league now doesn't get the Battle of the Bays in the IFL Championship, though, which would have been a marketing dream, in my opinion. But
yeah, it would have. It would have. You're right. The Battle of the Bays.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Green Bay, Bay Area.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's over. So we'll see. Again, we got a whole nother game to play. It's like the season starts over again this week. And we got to win in order to get there. That's the goal. But at the end of the day, we still got to win. We got, like I said before, we got guys that are banged up, but they got to push through. They got to push through. They'll get a week off, and then they got to push through again to make it the football it needs to be.
Someone on the not a forum. I don't watch the forum, but I watched an IFL post where someone going into this week, and I think when the spread got posted, had said Blizzard wants it more than everybody else, or is hungry, right? Which is true for every team that makes the playoffs. But when I did get to watch a couple pieces of the game last night, it was when a couple players, one was a cheap shot, got hit, and you thought they would stay out of the game, and they didn't. And there was proof of that comment, though. Like, this roster is passionate, hungry, whatever sports cliche you want to use. And I have actually told our corporate partners all year long, last year when you could shut people out was cool. Being able to hang 60 on people in a blink of an eye is indoor football. This offense is, I think, first in every category and is an indoor football team. It is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you would have heard it on the feed, but game ended and MVP chants.
Are you sending a signal to somebody?
No,
are you Carol-Burnetting? I mean, what's
I'm
going
allergic
on
to filming at home. Steal first. The MVP chance started when the game ends. So real cool moment for Mac. He didn't even blink because of INAM, right? It's not about me, but that young man has done something special and can't wait to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to be able to have, whether his season ends with this season or not, to have a championship ring would be fantastic. Obviously that's the goal with every team in the IFL, right. But I'd like to say for once that the Blizzard would really like to have one.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really don't have a lot else to share.
Yep.
From an IFL standpoint. Obviously the game is what's on everybody's mind now. So again, get tickets to the game. We'll let you know how you can do that. It's a short ride, carpool with people, You got your fans that you hang out with, give them a call, see if you want to carpool down together. We apologize for not having a bus, but it is what it is. There's so many other things that we have to now put together. We got to get our own bus to get the players down there at this point. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some confusion. I don't think people realize where Quad Cities is, because I made mention that the hotel where the players are is in Iowa, and they're like, "Wait, no, we're not going to Iowa." I'm like, "Yeah,
The reason it's called Quad City. Yeah.
Right. There's a reason why."
Yep.
Anyway, so pay attention to social media for your tickets, do all that good stuff. But I do want to share, we did go see a movie. I don't want to leave that out.
Yeah, we're good. And I'm on the clock, but I actually wanted to cover that too. I loved it. And you and I didn't get to talk because my youngins were attached to your hip in one of the coolest moments for someone who has stolen your movie time for years, that Nora wanted to take my seat by you. But also my wife was there, so we had to clarify. I thought it was awesome.
It was a toss up. I could have sat with anybody.
Great. And we saw Superman as well, but and the numbers would not lie right now that Fantastic Four is doing incredible. So
yeah, I want to just say that I thought it was really good. It was kind of a reboot for the different universes and different Earths that are out there. It feels like by what you're seeing, it's very retro, that it's taking place in like the 50s or the 60s. Which makes it even more awesome. But I thought the actors did really well. The storyline was good. It brings a lot of things in that you're like, oh, wait a minute. And then obviously at the end, the post-credit introduces somebody that we all know is coming to the MCU, but I don't want to blow it for anybody that's going to see it. So
go see it.
Yeah, go see it. It's very well done. And there's some things like most Marvel movies where you're like, if you know the comics and follow the comics, you know what's coming. But like most Marvel movies, you're like, wait a minute, this is how they're going to end it? And then you're like, no, this has to happen or that has to happen. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. So
good. So I would say if we had to vote between that or Superman, I would choose Fantastic Four.
Same.
Sorry.
Yep.
But I would.
Yep. Same.
I'm also a Marvel geek though, so it makes sense.
Right.
All right. What else do you have?
That's it. Stay tuned to social media because I gotta hopefully call Kathy once I hit record, end, and send this to Ben. And we got a couple other things to share around apparel and stuff. But I'll talk to the boss lady and we'll post that this week. So
yeah, we have some things. We preemptively did some stuff, which you did have stuff available at the game, or you didn't?
The just the normal playoff shirts went like nuts with just said unfinished Blizzness, which was great because it didn't say it was this game, Eastern Conference Championship, blah blah blah. So yeah. So for right now, we have some more of the unfinished Blizzness. Cass is literally doing inventory right now. It got hit really hard. So,
okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I just want to give a shout out to Ashley, only because there's still that chance that it could be us and them.
Oh, sure.
In the championship. So I'm just saying.
Nice.
The us in Arizona isn't out of the question.
Right.
Neither is us in Vegas. So we'll see.
Guy.
Yeah. Kevin Guy.
Yep.
Mike Davis.
Uh-huh.
Corey Ross. Those are the guys that we're up against. So.
Right on.
Anywho.
Should we attempt the legendary zoomed hit him with it?
Yeah. What are we?
Safe now.
Just semaphore, just like, yeah. Going this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Right on. Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Let's hit him with it. Go Blizz.
Go Blizz. Was I supposed to say let's hit him with it?
I think I don't. No, okay. I was supposed to say, should we hit him with it? Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it.
Go Blizz.
Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.